Alright, so this is the big tank. It's 4 foot long with 2 foot width and 3 foot height. Little guys chilling out on the rocks. There's 90 pounds of rock in the bottom of this tank, and it barely makes a single layer. 90 pounds. This is a big tank. Got a little basking area up here, little ramp, and a lamp. And here's the sump. So this pipe in the back, right there, it goes up. And this pipe is the overflow. So it's a siphon that's pulling out and going into the first chamber here from this pipe, this tube. So the overflow from the tank comes down into here, goes through filtration and into the chamber with the lava rock, where the good bacteria grows to keep everything clean. The surface area of the lava rock allows for good bacteria to grow, and this is just a heater that's in there that heats the temperature up, passes through the lava rock to a final polishing pads. Those are like a finer sponge, and then goes underneath there into the chamber with the pump that has the hose that brings the return back up to the tank through that standpipe. So if you look at the back of this is the return coming from the pump down in the sump back into the tank and through that pipe. And then this is the plumbing for the overflow. So the water comes up to the holes in that top of that standpipe, fills the pipe. Inside of that pipe is another piece of pipe that is a siphon that brings it out. There's it's kind of hard to see because it's up against the wall, but there's a union. This clear hose here is hooked up to this little mini air pump that pulls any air out of there in order to maintain the siphon. And then the other side of that, since there's no air in that pipe, it's just slowly pulling water through that pipe. But if any air bubbles were to get into that pipe, they would extinguish through that little hose instead of ruining the siphon. And that's the big tank. And there's the little guy. What's up, little guy? What's happening? He's cool. He hams it up for the camera. But you can see he's got all kinds of room to swim around in there. 180 gallon capacity in the tank. There's about 160 in the tank. And then in the sump, that's 40 gallons. There's probably about 30 in there. So total water volume that's circulating throughout the system is pretty damn close to 200 gallons.